Alright, today we're going to add a health bar for the final bad guy. So I'm going to click and I'm going to drag in a new health bar. And let me get the health bar and drag it in. There we go. And let's go ahead and find the health bar. Let's see, bad guy. There it is, health bar 1. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to double click on it and we're going to just double check the size. I'm going to make this a little bit higher, so about 100 by 20. Now remember the 100 width because that's going to come in handy in a second. So what we're going to do is we're going to add a timer because the bad guy doesn't come in until 25 seconds after we start. So we don't want this to appear until 25 seconds. So let's go to timer and let's do 25 and we're going to say after. So after 25 seconds, what we're going to do is we are going to constrain, so not change attribute, but constrain attribute. And what we're going to constrain is the self-size width because we want the width to shrink each time it gets hit. So we're going to go to health bar and then size and then the width. So it's size, it's width. We're going to constrain it to the attribute. Okay, so let's click right here. Let's go to game, and remember we created an attribute final bad guy health. So we're going to constrain it to, let's see, to the final bad guy health, and then we're going to put times, which looks like that. Hold down shift and hit the 8 key, times 10. And remember, we set this attribute to 10. So after 10 hits, it's going to be gone. And since we're going to constrain it, we're going to say times 10. And remember, the size, the width of this is 100. So 10 after 10 hits, 10 times 10 is 100. So each time it gets hit, it gets minus 10 pixels. So after 10, it's going to be at 0 pixels. So there's going to be no more width. Okay. We're going to hit OK. And then what we're going to do is we're also going to change the self X and self Y position so that after 25 seconds it's actually going to appear on the screen. So we're going to let's do change attribute, and we want to change the self position. So let's go to self position X, and let's just make it 60 because we want it somewhere in the upper left hand corner. Okay, and you can change this as you see fit. If you want to place it a little bit lower, or a little bit higher, or to the left or right more, you can just adjust these. So we're going to make another copy of this, and we're going to adjust the position Y, right? So you need the X and the Y axis, and we're going to place this one in the upper left-hand corner. So let's do maybe 500. Okay. And then the last thing that we're going to do is right now, if we do this, the health bar is going to go incrementally and go towards the center. If we want the health bar to go from right to left, we need to constrain the X position so that it shrinks from right and shrinks all the way to the left. To do that, we're going to constrain the attribute once again. Let's just put it right here. And we're going to constrain the self position X, right? Health bar position X. Okay, and we're going to constrain it to, let's do, and we're going to do, let's say 20 plus, and that's just 20 pixels in. We're going to do 20 plus, and then we're going to do the, let's go self size width, and then just divided by 2. Okay, and then put those in parentheses. Let's do something like that. So take a look at that. If that's unclear, it's okay. You'll get the hang of this. So we're just saying 20 pixels in from half the width of the health bar. Okay. So now instead of it shrinking towards the center, it's going to shrink from right all the way to the left. Okay. And now we have this, and we're going to play it, and let's kind of see how it looks. And right now it's a little bit challenging because when the power up, you can see that it's kind of coming down, and it takes a while to shoot all these bad guys. So let's go ahead and okay, so let's go ahead and do one thing. I'm going to make this a little bit easier for us right now. So, and this is just going to be a temporary thing. So I'm going to go to the fireball, and I'm going to go where it says destroy against bad guy. I'm going to turn this off so that when I shoot the fireball, it'll shoot through more than just one bad guy. And you can either leave this on or off. It's up to you, but just since I want to show you the health bar, I'm going to, let's see, and wait for, and so the health bar is not appearing right now, so let's go ahead and do some troubleshooting. And let's see, so we need to go to the health bar, and I don't even think I placed it, so let's go ahead and place it. And let's just place it just to the side, just like, instead of placing it on, let's just place it and make it active, just like so. Okay, so now let's play it and see if it appears. I didn't even put it inside the game, so let's see if that works. And we're just simply waiting to get to the bad guy. And there's the health bar, great. And now you can see that after 10 it goes. But you can see that I'm dodging the bullets right here. I made my big guy a little bit too big because I can kind of dodge the bullets. I'm going to just shrink my bad guy down just a little bit. I'm going to shrink him down just a little bit, and then I'm also going to go to the actor, and because the bullets were too wide, the health bar works, but the bullets were too wide where I could just kind of hide in between them. So let's go ahead and go back to the bad guy, and let's do maybe minus 25. That was minus 30, that's fine. But for this one, let's do minus 55 and then plus 55, just so that you can't sit in the middle. And then maybe we'll do this one minus 50 to just kind of vary it up a little bit. So now let's see how that plays, because you don't want to be able to just sit in the middle and know that you're going to avoid the bullets. That's kind of a little bit too easy. So now we're waiting. And you can see it's a lot easier with the fireball. You might want to. So now I can't really, I could still kind of cherry pick. Oh, I need to add the bullet collision. The bullet collision was not working. So let's go to the enemy bullet, and that's final bad guy bullet. And it's a good thing that I caught that. And let's go to spaceship, and let's do a collide. So let's do minus 1 life for enemy. And what we're going to do is actually, instead of that, we can just go to the, let's go back to home, and let's go to actors, and where it says, let's just stick with this. Let's just stick with going to the spaceship, and we're going to copy the minus life for enemy bullet. And let's see where that looks like. Bad guys. Okay, so let's just copy this. Hold down Alt, drag it out, make a copy of it, and let's do final bad guy bullet. We could also make it tag, but we didn't. And then now the last thing that we're going to do is let's go ahead and go back to home, and let's go ahead and where it says bad guys. Yep, we already have the final bad guy. That is good. So now when we play, let's just double check one more time. And you can see how easy it is with the fireball. I'll probably turn it off for the final version of this game. So I just want to test to make sure that the bullets actually work and take lives off. Oop, I got killed. That's great. Let's go ahead and try this. Come on. Okay, great. So now it's working.